YouTube world. How y'all doing today? This is my first video. I'm doing a album review on J.Cole, entitled 2014 Forest Hills Drive. This is his third LP. J.Cole is very relatable artist. He always puts soul and lyrics into, what he likes to talk about. Just to get it started, I just want to be biased. I'm a very huge J. Cole fan, so to all the people out there, just beware. Alright, turn to the back so you can see the track list. Yeah, the intro track. J. Cole, every kind of major mixtape or project he's putting out, he always has this intro. Except Born Center. He always has this intro that's very inspirational, kind of, almost every single one of them are like kind of piano or, kind of smooth. And, he talks about, do you want to be happy? And that's something that everyone aspires to be. We want to be happy. We want to be free from pain, free from bills, as he goes about in the song, in the intro. And it's just a reminder to, do we want to be happy? And that's something we definitely want to strive for. January 28th is just a track just talking about the real, talking about him as an artist, coming up and everything. It's pretty smooth. He talks about some old previous rappers, and he talks about the new generation and how he is aspires to be them, and that he's up to their level. Next song is Wet Dreams. Wet Dreams is kind of like, it's self-entitled what it's going to be about. It's about him, his first time and everything. Oh, just before I start talking about this one, the beat was just silly on this. It was just, oh my goodness, the best beat on the whole album. And it's just talking about his first time and everything. But it has a little twist. At the end, we find out it's her first time as well. So it's like, oh my goodness. There's so much pressure put on having relations, but, we really, it's ultimately, you need to be ready for it before you get involved and everything. I guess is maybe what he's saying. You don't have to be pressured into doing it until you're ready to, commit to it. You should be, and everything. Then the next track is '03 Adolescence. Really cool track. And beats, oh my god, it's like, basically, J. Cole is, in the first verse, he's talking about a girl he's trying to get to, but he often comes into this humble Cole. Cole talks about how he's not the type of guy that she would like because he's not an athlete, he's not a star, and he even kind of goes to his sideline story. His first album says, I'm just a bench, I'm on the sideline. So he always lacks confidence for some reason, but what I appreciate from Cole, he's very humble and real to the people. The next verse on it actually talks about this guy that he looks up to, but he's a drug dealer. And he's like, man, what can I do to be like you, man? I look up to you, And then the guy tells him, oh, Cole, man, I look up to you, man. You got a future. You have prospects, all I can do is basically graduate to wait on people or to sell number twos or basically work at a fast food restaurant or something. That's all he has to look forward to when graduating. But you actually have a chance to make something out of yourself. So Cole, he looks back and he realizes man, it's I'm not gonna, I should be thankful for what I got. It's important to be thankful for what you got, and he's not in the worst shape, and he shouldn't downgrade himself to a life of selling drugs and just doing stuff. I mean, stuff that he wasn't even gonna do. You know, that song, "The Tale of Two Cities," basically, uh, kind of going into that life of maybe robbing people and doing malicious things towards people. Um, and it's a pretty cool track. I mean, I like it. The beat, I can't really vibe with it, but it was an okay track. The content was so. It was cool. Fire Squad. This got a lot of attention from the people, YouTube community, as well as everyone online. Talking about the Iggy Azalea, Eminem, Justin Timberlake, Macklemore, how they stealing the sound from the black guys and all. Then he takes the line back. It's like, I'm just kidding, but really, there's really truth in what people say and what you say. And so I was like, you know, it was okay. I really didn't think too much of it, but you know, while people talking about the best, they're getting all the Grammys and awards and stuff. I didn't really think too much of it. It's just Cole being Cole, just talking about something that's happening. He usually does that, but the track overall is like, the beat is going, it's really tight. He's flowing on these bars, but just a kind of braggadocious song. Saint Tropez. Oh my goodness, this track was tight. Like, oh my goodness, instrumentally it was was there. Just song talking about, you know, talking about J.Cole, he's on his way to Hollywood. It was really melodic. I just love the instrumentation. This really shows his growth as like a producer. He just makes great music to listen to. Then you got GOMD. GOMD is like, it's basically a track talking about Fayetteville. I never left. I've been here. I'm making music, and people saying that I can't come back, but I'm here. I'm here for the people, and I always rep Fayetteville, and I'm always here for you. Anything you need, I got you, man. I'm here. So get off me. Like, I got y'all. We good. And so that's basically what the song's talking about. I appreciate it because, you know, you have people switching their styles up like Drake, you know, for instance, and, you know, other artists that have styles that they find it, you know, this is appealing to people, and I'll choose it, but it's a good track. It's okay. No role models. No role models was pretty cool. He talks about it at the beginning, like, there are no role models. Like, I was thinking the track was going to be about him actually talking about, you know, no role models, such as like inspirational people that the kids can look up to. But when I listened, and he even claimed, you know, Martin Luther King, if he was alive, he'll be on the Dreamfield team. I was like, that's pretty fly. But I thought, okay, the second verse, then I heard the hook, and I was like, oh man, this dude's gonna be like, don't save us. Like, okay. So I listened to the second verse, and he's like, and he says, there are no actual role models, women. So, like, actual women, like, he saying that these celebrities are just cliche. Since he became B-list celebrity, he just can't find anybody that's real to him, that's just like him, and that all of these models are cliche, or these celebrity TVs, they're fake to him. So he wish he could have been with, like, just a couple of people off the top of my head, like Aaliyah or Neil Long, because they're real to him. So it was a good track. I loved it. The beat was good. It's good on that track. Then you got Hello. Hello is a track just talking about, there's another kind of non-lyrical J. Cole, just kind of singy, but it was tight. He was talking about his past relationships, like how he used to be with his girlfriend, like he's looking back at his, maybe a previous relationship is what I'm thinking, and he wish he could have did things better, and wish he could have been together with her, done some things differently. So that was, I really like that track. Just for the instrumentation and the next track is called Apparently. Apparently is a track that it pretty much says J.Cole, he admits I'm selfish at times. Like my mom was going through some things and I wasn't even there for her. Like and so it just says you know, I went through some things. I mean, my mom went through some things and I wasn't there, but I'm sorry for being selfish, but I'm gonna try to do better. And I really love that from J. Cole. He's so willing to admit his mistakes and just be pretty much like a real person, like you and I. The last pretty much song on the album is called Love Yours. Love Yours is easily the best track on this whole album. Reason I say that is because instrumentally and lyrically, he was on point. There have been a lot of comparisons to Love Yours with I by Kendrick Lamar. Difference between those two tracks. Love Yours is not radio friendly. I by Kendrick Lamar is very radio friendly. Like it's on the radio right now. And both tracks are good. I like I, but I love Yours. Like I really love this track. It talks about how man, love your life basically. Love yours. Because he says no life is better than yours because you can live your life for yourself. You can change, your life. And your life may not be as bad as some other people's lives. And you just gotta look for the positives. And he even says on one track, he's like, I wish I was broke. And then he clarified himself. He's like, I don't wish I had maxed out cars and bills, but I wish that, I wasn't as famous and had all these accolades because they're kind of at times like in my way from feeling happy. These things are in my way, and I want to be happy. That's what I want to do. And really and entirely, this is what this album is about. All of these tracks is trying to find a way to be happy, and I really enjoyed it. Last track, Note to Self. It's 14-minute outro, 14:35 outro. It was great. It was basically giving shout outs and credits to everyone, those that actually did help on the album, and those he just really liked, like his mom. He shout out his mom and a bunch of friends of his. And I love the part when he said, I would carry the record sale three records. He's in Go Wood or something. I was like, I loved it because he was really happy when he made the album. That's what it showed me. He was happy. I'm just gonna show you the inside of it. This is the cover.
So overall, I pretty much feel like J. Cole, he did his thing on his album. Like, he really put some time, and he made a very, very, very cohesive album, and he expressed what he wanted to, and I can appreciate that from him. He's got a lot of vibes from different albums, a lot of, especially like songs like Wet Dreams. It sounds like that could have been on the warm-up, or Tell of Two Cities could have been on Born Center. It's like different tracks with it was like different parts of J. Cole, and he did a good job. If I had a rating system, I would say a good 9.5 out of 10. Reason I don't say a 10 because that Tell of Two Cities, the beat just wasn't good for me, but I loved it. And y'all should check it out. It's at Best Buy. You can buy it for like $10. And I thank y'all for watching, and appreciate y'all. You have a good one.